Hello and welcome to the Winning Post, brought to you in association with the Serum Institute of India, along with the Nanoli Stud Farm, Manjari Stud Farm, Kingfisher Beer and Hazara Stud. Well, as always, there's plenty on the show. Let's take a look at what the headlines have for you. Well, first up, we take a look at the races from the recently concluded Ebor Festival from York. Post that, we catch up with Dr Cyrus Poonawalla, who's jubilant about not one, but two of his horses winning group races in the UK.
It's 1 week. Both of them have won group races, which is quite a delightful honour.
Well, let's start at the top at York. The Ebor meet is one of the most important race festivals of the year. Well, we did bring it live for you, but for those of you who missed some of the action, here's a wrap.
The Ebor Festival, one of the last major race meetings of the flat racing season, is held at the York Racecourse over 4 days each year in August. The festival stages 3 of the UK's 31 Group 1 races, including the all-important Juddmonte International, the Nunthorpe Stakes and the Yorkshire Oaks. On the cards on the first day was the Neptune Investment Management Great Voltigeur Stakes, a Group 2 race open to 3-year-old colts and geldings, run over a trip of 1 mile and 4 furlongs. The race, initiated in 1950, is held in honour of Voltigeur, the winner of the 1850 Epsom Derby and the St. Leger. The race had been won 9 times by legendary jockey Lester Piggott, who till date holds the record for most number of wins by a jockey. The 7-horse lineup included Sir Michael Stout's Telescope, who entered the race with a success record of 2 wins from 4 starts, which included 2 consecutive wins at the British Stallion Studs supporting British Racing EBF Maiden Stakes on 27th of September last year, and the At the Races Sky 415 Condition Stakes on the 18th of July this year. He had placed second the last time out at the Group 3 Bedford Rose of Lancaster Stakes on the 10th of August, where he was beaten by Dr Cyrus Poonawalla owned David Livingston. British champion jockey Ryan Moore held the reins of the bay-coloured colt. The field also included Foundry from Aidan O'Brien's stable. The son of Galileo was making only his 2nd start of his career and boasted a win on debut at the Irish Stallion Farms EBF Maiden on the 4th of November last year, and with James Heffernan on board looked promising enough to secure another victory. The Saeed bin Saroor trained Secret Number was another who could not be counted out. He came into the contest with just 1 win out of 5 starts and had placed 5th the last time out at the Group 3 Neptune Investment Management Gordon Stakes on the 31st of July. The colt was ridden by Sylvester D'Souza.
And just over 4 furlongs left to cover. They're just passing the half-mile down now, coming down the centre of the track. And Nichols Canyon still leads. Kappa Rush is coming back at him though. Telescope on the far side, a line of 3. Then Secret Number. Foundry continues to take the eye just in behind them. Now coming off the bridle as Telescope probably just strikes the front from Kappa Rushes. Telescope being wound up by Ryan Moore, entering the final quarter mile. Coming down the near side, Secret Number. Far side, Foundry. Spillway trying to finish off well. Telescope leads the way. 3 legs to Foundry in 2nd place inside the final furlong. Telescope, the horse with the big home reputation. It's a withering lead. 2 lengths now to Foundry. Then on the near side is Secret Number, but Telescope sees it out strongly and wins the Great Voltigeur. 2nd Foundry, 3rd Secret Number, Spillway 4. Then Willie the Whipper. Kappa Rush is fading, and the early pacemaker Nichols Canyon was a long loss. Telescope, the 5-4 favourite, has won in decisive fashion here. Surely an improved performance today from his 2nd at Haydock the other day. Up in distance, a little bit more experience. Nice run from the runner-up Foundry. Caught the eye, only his 2nd outing.
Telescope galloped away to the finish line to clinch the 85,000 Great Britain pound winner's share in 2 minutes 29.32. with Foundry coming in a length and a quarter behind him and Secret Number taking the 3rd. Telescope's gallant run gave way to the feature race of the day, the Group 1 Juddmonte International Stakes, which is also the venue's richest race of the season, with a purse of 750,000 Great Britain pound up for grabs. The race that was inaugurated in 1972 was won last year by champion thoroughbred Frankel. This year's renewal attracted 6 thoroughbreds into the parade ring for the contest that would be run over a trip of 1 mile, 2 furlongs and 88 yards. In the parade ring was Aidan O'Brien's Declaration of War, who was coming into the contest with a success record of 4 wins from 8 starts, which included the Group 1 Queen Anne Stakes on the 18th of June during the Royal Meeting at Ascot. He had placed third at the Sussex Stakes during the glorious Goodwood Festival before running fourth at Deauville in France on August 11th. The 4-year-old had Joseph O'Brien partnering him. Also in the parade ring was the Jim Bolger trained Trading Leather, who had placed second the last time out at the Group 1 King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Stakes over at Ascot on the 27th of July, where he had bowed out to Novelist. Before that, he had won 2 races back-to-back, the Group 1 Dubai Duty Free Irish Derby on the 29th of June, as well as the TRM Silver Stakes on the 9th of that month, and with regular jockey Kevin Manning on his back, looked promising enough to secure a victory here. It was, however, the Roger Charlton-trained Al Kazim who enjoyed the maximum share of support from the markets on account of his success record of 7 wins out of 12 starts, which included 5 consecutive wins, including a win at his previous start, the Group 1 Coral Eclipse on July 6th. His other wins included the Group 2 Qatar Bloodstock Jockey Club Stakes, the Group 3 Bet365 Gordon Richards Stakes, the Group 1 Tarasol's Gold Cup, and the Group 1 Prince Wales Stakes. The field also included winner of the Group 1 Kipco Sussex Stakes, Toronado, who had Richard Hughes on his back.
They pull clear of Hillstar now, and Declaration of War takes over from his second Trading Leather, battling on well. Al Kazim flattening out a little bit as they race up towards the line. Declaration of War by a length to Trading Leather, and Declaration of War wins the Battle of the Newsmar in the Juddmonte International. Trading Leather second, Al Kazim third, Hillstar. Then back in
Al Kazim's 5-win streak came to an end as he lost the lead 2 furlongs out to Declaration of War, who battled home to win in a timing of 2 minutes 5.74. Trading Leather and Al Kazim took up the second and third positions respectively, while Toronado came in at the back. The second day of the meeting was Ladies' Day. On the cards was the Group 1 Darley Yorkshire Oaks, open exclusively to fillies and mares aged 3 years and older, run over a trip of 1 mile and 4 furlongs. 7 fillies and mares lined up for this year's contest. However, most eyes were on the John Gosden train, the Feud, who was coming into the contest with a success record of 3 wins from 9 starts. The 4-year-old was looking to repeat her performance from last year when she had won this race, as well as improve on her previous performance at the Group 1 Coral Eclipse on the 6th of July, where she had finished at the back. The filly had William Buick on her back. Aidan O'Brien trained Venus de Milo was another with a chance here. The filly, who was making only her 5th start of her career, was coming into the contest with a success record of 3 wins and a 2nd place finish out of as many starts. This included a win at her previous start, the Group 3 Irish Stallion Farms EBF Give Thanks Stakes on August 6th. Joining them was Secret Jester from Ralph Beckett's stable, who was coming into the contest on the back of 2 consecutive 2nd place finishes at the Group 1 German Oaks on August 4th, as well as the Group 1 Investec Oaks on the 31st of May, and was partnered by Jamie Spencer in the saddle.
Final mile against the trees, in fact just about to pass the 7 now, and Cintalula, as I look side on from the commentary box, they're well and truly strung out. The must be about 15-20 lengths first to last here. Cintalula pressing on, has gone 5 or 6 clear of Venus de Milo in second. Emirates Queen is another 4 or 5 back then on the outside the Few as they race round the turn, and then Secret Jester in that claret jacket on the inside of Riposte, a moment in time at the tail of the field. Heading back towards home now, and Cintalula trying to slip them maybe here. Kevin Manning from Venus de Milo. Emirates Queen on the inside of the Few. Secret Gesture still held up, followed by Riposte, just being urged along now. Riposte to try and close, a moment in time at the rear of the field. Down the home straight, the leader coming back, Cintalula, and she's coming back quickly now. Venus de Milo raging up on the outside, looks ready to take her when she wants to, but look at the Few, the pink jacket, a motionless William Buick followed by Riposte, Emirates Queen. Secret Gestures caught in a bit of a pocket and then moment in time. The Fugue now looming up on the outside of Venus de Milo as they race down towards the final furlong. Venus de Milo's battling on well. Now he says go on the Fugue on the near side, and she quickens up well on ground that she loves. Fast ground here at York, and the Fugue stretches away like the class filly she is, and the Fugue by 4-5 lengths. Really impressive in the Yorkshire Oaks. From Venus de Milo second, Secret Gesture running on his third, Sintalula. Riposte was further back in the field for a moment in time, and Emirates Queen at the back. The writing was on the wall here from a long way out. William Buick having an armchair ride on the Fugue. An ill filly in the Eclipse at Sandown, back to full health today.
The Fugue handed trainer John Gosden his second win as she galloped across the winning post to clinch the winner's share of over 200,000 Great Britain pound, with Venus de Milo falling 4 lengths behind her and Secret Gesture coming in third.
Well, on that note, it's time for a short break. We'll stay at York. When we come back, don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the winning post. Moving right along, let's start off where we left off at York.
Day 3 of the meeting featured the Group 2 Weatherby's Hamilton Insurance Lonsdale Cup, run over a trip of 2 furlongs, 88 yards, and is open to thoroughbreds aged 3 years and older. The race serves as a precursor to Doncaster Cup, which is run the following month. This year's race attracted 7 thoroughbreds into the parade ring. The Saeed bin Saroor trained Azima was coming into the fray with a success record of 3 wins out of 12 starts. He had earlier won the Group 3 Nadal Sheba Trophy on March 2nd before running second in 3 consecutive races, including the Group 3 Dubai Gold Cup, the Group 2 Prince of Wales Stakes and the Group 2 Artemis Goodwood Cup, which was his last start. The 4-year-old had Sylvester D'Souza on his back. Trainer Willie Mullins had a runner in Simenon, who was coming into the contest with a success record of 6 wins out of 30 starts. He had placed second the last time out at the Group 1 Gold Cup over at Ascot on the 20th of June and had Johnny Murtagh riding him. Joining them in the parade ring was the Ed Dunlop trained Time's Up, who was coming into the contest with a success record of 9 wins out of 29 starts, and with Ryan Moore riding him, was looking to improve on his performance at the Group 1 Gold Cup on June 20th, where he had finished at the back.
So Simenon and Johnny Murtagh might have slowed it down slightly, followed by the big grey Colour Vision on the outside nose, banded Glenn's Diamond, Time's Up, and Ascatel still towards the rear of the field with Time's Up probably just about the back marker now, as they race inside the final 10 furlongs, the final mile and a quarter of this Weatherby's Hamilton Insurance Lonsdale Cup. Simenon, runner-up in the Gold Cup to the Royal Filly Estimate, leading the way by a length to Caucus, who's gone second. Azima on the near side, Glenn's Diamond towards the outside of Colour Vision, Ascatel, and Time's Up racing quite freely at the back in the hands of Ryan Moore. Continuing to turn slightly left-handed on the far side of the course, and now they're racing on towards the final 7 furlongs in this 2-mile, half a furlong test. And Simenon has made it all so far, and Johnny Murtagh has been in such tremendous form in his visits to England in recent weeks. Followed in second by Caucus. Azima's gone right round the running rail in the all-blue jacket worn by Sylvester D'Souza. Glenn's Diamond in fourth. A little nudge and a niggle for Colour Vision behind those, then Ascatel, and Time's Up about 8 lengths off the leader in last place. They'll soon be swinging for home, and the race will truly unfold. Heading inside the final 5 furlongs. Simenon by a length and a half. Caucus is the first to throw out signals of distress there. William Buick is hard at work. Azima still travels quite strongly over on the right, followed by Colour Vision in the centre, Glenn's Diamond. and then back behind them, Time's Up and Ascatel. Simonon coming stand side here. Arzima moving strongly in the centre. Caucus is rallying quite gamely. Then Glenn's Diamond. Time's Up is making headway now. The green sleeves delivered by Ryan Moore as they race down towards the final 2.5 furlongs. Arzima's just about the leader. Simonon on the left. Caucus has been under pressure a long time. Then Time's Up. Glenn's Diamond inside the two. It's getting tight here. Arzima is leaning across. Simonon hanging left-handed. They're joined at the hip. There's not much in it. Caucus third. Time's Up still plugging on. Arzima and Simonon. What a battle here. Arzima on the far side. Sylvester de Souza. Johnny Murtagh on the near side on Simonon. Coming back for more. Arzima's got his nose in front. Simonon, one last effort. And it's Arzima. Arzima for Godolphin. Wins the Lonsdale Cup. Just nudging out Simonon.
Arzima caught up with Simonon and galloped away to the winning post to clinch the winner's share of 85,000 Great Britain pound, with Time's Up taking the third. After that was the Group 1 Coolmore Nunthorpe Stakes. The race, which is a part of the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series since 2011, is open to thoroughbreds 2 years and older and is run over a trip of 5 furlongs. This year's field of 17 included the Robert Cowell-trained Jwala, who was coming into the contest with a success record of 4 wins out of 14 starts. The filly was looking to improve on her previous performance at the Group 2 Bedford King George Stakes on August 2nd, where she had finished at the back and was partnered by jockey Drown in the saddle. The field also included Mike the Cox Shea, who was looking to get back his winning form from earlier in the year, where he had won 2 races back-to-back. He had placed second at the Group 1 Kingston Stakes during the Royal Meeting at Ascot before running fourth at the Group 1 Dali July Cup on the 13th of July, which was his last start before this race. Frankie Dettori, who had won the Nunthorpe Stakes 3 times earlier, was on board. Also in the field was Soul Power, who had beaten Shea in the Group 1 Kingston Stakes before finishing behind him at the Group 1 Dali July Cup over at Newmarket. His success record included 7 wins out of 26 starts and had Irish pro Johnny Murtagh on his back. Joining them was 8-year-old Hamish McGonigal from Tim Easterby's stable. He was coming into the contest with a success record of 10 wins out of 53 starts and had jockey David Allen riding him.
Then Ladies Forever, now Shay is blasting at them, shaken up. Soul Power trying to go with the South African horse. Jawala still leads, however, from Shay. Hamish McGonigal well inside the last. Jawala's holding on from Shay and Soul Power. A late line for Jawala. Jawala has caused a right upset, not for the first time in the Nunthorpe. Soul Power closing fast, Shay in between horses. Ladies Are Forever, Hamish McGonigal held on well, then Bungle in the Jungle, Kingsgate native, Tickle Pink trailing back to Tiddlywinks, Movie Star never got into it, and Spirit Quartz, who got upset in the stalls. Wow, what a...
Jwala crossed the winning post ahead of Shea, who was the favourite here. Soul Power came in third while Hamish McGonigal took the 4th position. The daughter of Oasis Dream clocked an impressive 57.34 to take home the winner's share of over 150,000 Great Britain pound. The concluding day of the festival featured the Group 2 Irish Thoroughbred Marketing Gimcrack Stakes open to colts and geldings 2 years old, run over a trip of 6 furlongs. In the fray were 7 runners, which included the Kevin Ryan trained Astaire, who was coming into the contest with a success record of 2 wins out of 3 starts, including a win at his previous start, the Adnan Soulstar EBF Condition Stakes on the 27th of July at Newmarket, and had jockey Neil Callan on board. Aidan O'Brien had a runner in Wilshire Boulevard who had Ryan Moore in the saddle. The colt was coming into the contest on the back of a win at the Group 3 Jebel All Racecourse and Stables Anglesey Stakes on the 20th of July. The Richard Fahey trained Powerball was coming into the fray with a success record of 1 win out of 3 starts, boasting a win on debut at the Stratford Place Stud for Royal Ascot 2-year-olds EBF Maiden Stakes on the 16th of May here, which was enough to give him the lion's share of support from the markets.
Stare on the near side. On the far side, My Catch now being driven hard. Parbol's got every chance in that red jacket. Then Justice Day coming through. The little Justice Day with a bit of a run. Then Cable Bay, Wilshire Boulevard is picking up a bit to the near side. A Stare leading to Parbol. Wilshire Boulevard staying on very powerfully down the near side. It's still a Stare. Here comes Wilshire Boulevard and Ryan Moore. Parbol on the far side. Then Cable Bay. A Stare is just in front. Wilshire Boulevard trying to close. A Stare clings on to win the Gimcrack. And Neil Callan punches the air, just holding on from the twin frond attack from Wilshire Boulevard and Parbold. Cable Bay was back in fourth. Justice Day's effort was short-lived in the end. Sayer disappointing, and My Catch weakening.
Astaire held the lead in the final furlong and galloped across the winning post to win in a timing of 1 minute 13.72, while Wilshire Boulevard and Parbold took the remaining berths.
Well, our remaining live telecast on the Winning Post Live from the UK will be in October, which will be the Future Champions Day, as well as finally the Champions Day from Ascot. We'll of course bring you those details. On that note, we'll take a short break and come right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Winning Post now. Well, there's one man who, despite the odds, knows one thing, and that's about winning. Yes, Dr Cyrus Poonawalla has tasted success yet again, this time in the UK. Let's take a look.
Dr Cyrus Poonawalla has achieved immeasurable feats in his life, from heading one of India's top biotech companies to making it to the Forbes magazine richest billionaire list, from being the chairman of the Royal Western India Turf Club to now having his horses winning group races in UK and at Ireland, a rare feat that made the entire Indian racing fraternity proud. First up, it was David Livingston who did him proud by winning the Group 3 Bedford Rose of Lancaster Stakes at Haydock on the 10th of August, as he beat the favourite Telescope by a length with Irish jockey Johnny Murtagh on board. And just 4 days after that, Gordon Lord Byron was ridden to victory again by Johnny Murtagh at the Group 3 Desmond Stakes, carrying the silks of Dr Cyrus Poonawalla. So what was the feeling like? Let's hear it from the man himself.
Well, this was my debut attempt this year where I bought a share condition that they'll race in my colours, David Livingston and Gordon Lord Byron. So obviously in this 1 week, both of them have won group races, which is quite a delightful honour.
The victory achieved by these horses has been the culmination of a long-standing dream that Cyrus Poonawalla has had. So when exactly did this dream come about?
Many years ago, I was always had a dream to race abroad after having won so many derbies in India. Because at that time, the government regulations didn't permit you to race. Now that we are allowed to have a wholly owned subsidiary, it's our primary business, unlike other people, we were permitted to breed and race horses abroad. So this culminated in these 2 purchases. We were very welcome there. Unfortunately, the 2 wins were there when I was sitting in Pune. So I don't know the flavour, but they're a very sporting crowd and very encouraging. In fact, they would have been very warm to us had I been there. I hope to be on location when one of the horses win in the future.
Having acquired one dream, what are the plans that he holds for the future? And do these plans involve ever bringing down the champion horses to India?
We interact very closely with the trainer, and they're very sensible. And for example, we've planned already run in Turkey. David Livingston, a valuable $250,000 race over 1.5 miles on the 7th of September, and then take it up from there. Lord Byron goes for the Prix foray at the Arc weekend, which he won last year. It was a Group 1 race, and if one of them win these two prestigious races, it will be really something for me. It will encourage me to buy more horses. The Indian bloodstock market has taken a dip, so whether it would justify bring such highly performed and highly bred horses is a question mark. If things look up, I would love to bring one of these two horses, and I'm sure they will do very well, because Galileo is going to go on to be a legendary stallion.
With one dream out of the way, here's wishing Dr. Poonawalla luck to achieve more such triumphs in the future.
Well, and tremendous to see Indian silks go past the winning post in a foreign country. That's all we have on this episode of The Winning Post. You can follow me at Mohit Lalwani on Twitter, or join our Facebook page at /WinningPostRacing, or even catch this episode and some of the others at YouTube /WinningPostRacing. Thanks for joining me. Until I see you in a week's time, goodbye, and may the horse be with you.